Three, two, one.
Hey guys, how you going, fellas? How are we?
Yeah, we're good. We got another massive episode this week, don't we, Jacob?
We're just ticking a lot of boxes right now, knocking the door down.
Yeah, on to our second guest ever for our Two Blokes No Brains podcast. Do you want to introduce him, Jake?
Yeah, we've got the big brother contestant of 2020, if I said that
2019.
right. 2019, Mat Garrick. How you going, mate?
Good, boys. Thanks very much for having me. It's an honour to be on the podium. One of the first couple off the cabs off the rank.
Yeah, well, mate, you should be very privileged. We got like 350 followers on Instagram, so we're pretty big.
Like,
boys, we're going to take off quicker than bloody Bitcoin after this. Don't you worry about that.
Mate, let's just hope that we don't crash like it afterwards. Okay.
Good point.
Mate, it was pretty funny. The messaging, when we messaged, I was like, didn't really expect to get a reply, but straight away you're onto it, and I thought this bloke's a ripper. And like, you know, I don't know how we got you, mate, but.
No, thanks for having me, boys. The name of your podcast got me in initially, the old Two Blokes No Brains. That sounds right up my alley. So here I am.
Mate, you'll find out soon enough why we're called that, don't we?
we also messaged your psychic Dan Gorringe, but haven't heard anything back from him yet. So,
oh mate, he calls himself a man of the people, but he's a high roller, mate. You'll probably hear back from him in about 2024. So,
mate, that'd be lucky. We'd call him your Robin, actually.
Yeah, you're Batman. He's Robin.
I've been calling him that for years. Well, a year actually. I haven't known him that long, but
all right. So anyway, we like to sort of do a thing with our guests where we're just going to hit you with some rapid fire questions,
just to get the ball rolling, type of thing.
A couple of icebreakers.
Go for it.
Yeah,
go for it.
All right. You want to hear the first question, mate? Basically, it's just the first thing that comes to your mind. Not much thinking comes with this. It's the first thing that comes. Yeah, spit it out.
That's up my alley.
Yeah. All right. Favorite food?
Mexican or tacos.
Favorite movie?
I'll keep it clean. Fight Club.
Favorite artist?
As in painting or
music? Musician.
Favorite musician?
Musician. Block Party. My favorite artist. Picasso.
Favorite color?
Blue.
Your best holiday destination?
New York City.
Yeah, nice.
Thoughts on pineapple on pizza?
Shit house.
Yeah, great. You got any nicknames?
Oh, lots. Gaz, Freight, Big Dog, G-Train, G-Force, The Punisher. Oh. Snags.
G-Train, I love it.
Should have had a whole nother segment for the nicknames. So if we were going to come to your house, what would be your go-to dinner to cook for us?
Oh, probably some sort of Mexican. Tacos or burritos or something like that. I do a pretty nice Mexican corn too. So yeah, definitely something down that alley, I reckon.
Yeah, beautiful. If you were going, this is a classic. If you were going to have dinner and you could invite only 3 people in the world, who would you be? Who would it be? Yeah.
LeBron James, Mick Fanning, and Prince Harry, because he looks like an absolute rascal.
He does.
He's got a little bad side, doesn't he?
Pre Meghan Markle, Prince Harry.
Yeah. Mate, boy, I love that.
That would be a great dynamic, wouldn't it?
It'd be interesting. I'm just sitting there, and I'm just going to sit there and listen.
Oh, I wonder what they would talk about. They're very 3 different people.
Yeah, geez. But I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm not paying for dinner at that dinner party.
Yeah. They can go to the best Mexican joint there is.
Yeah, we'll go to Mexico for dinner.
Yeah,
that's right. Oh, man. Smash that.
Yeah, so obviously we got a few questions, obviously, mate, because of your, the things that you've done in the past and things you got happening as well. Do you want to hit Matt with our first question, mate?
Yeah, mate, you got a little resume on you. So how has life been after Big Brother?
Post Big Brother, early doors, it was a bit hectic there. A fair bit going on, and especially while the show was going to air. It was a bit of a roller coaster, if I'm honest. It was probably more downs than ups watching it back. It was pretty horrible, but it wasn't good for the midweek drinking habit, I can tell you that much. It was a few too many deadly redleys going down the hatch on a random Wednesday night. But Yeah, no, now I'm sort of back into normal life now, if I'm honest. I guess a bit of interest spiked back up when the recent series of Big Brother went to air, and I've been in contact with and met a lot of those contestants. They're all really good people, but yeah, pretty much back to normal now, which isn't a bad thing at all, to be completely honest with you. It's sort of it's a bit more my speed.
yeah, okay, I like that.
Because like honestly, like I never really got into Big Brother at all until that season you were on. So obviously because like I sort of saw it because I saw Dan Gorringe was on there because I'm a big fan of his. But ever since that whole series, you know, just the way the bond that you two had, and just the we could tell as viewers that you were just such a down to earth bloke. Is that what you sort of felt when you were watching it back?
100%. Oh, yes and no. Like they sort of painted it a bit like we're sort of a bit villainous, which I mean we played the game hard. I'm not no disillusions there, but it's sort of they didn't show a lot of the fun stuff that we did. If you speak to any of our housemates, not so much me, I was just along for the ride, but Dan had everyone in stitches every single day. I mean, everyone knows how bloody funny the bloke is. He's just a big wanker, but we definitely made a genuine bond in there, and we're still really good mates now. So when I saw him night one, I knew who he was, and I instantly felt relief because I was like, oh, I'm going to have something in common with at least one person in here, you know, because I was sort of shitting bricks thinking, what if I get put in here with like 20 fuckwits? Like, you know, how am I going to go here? But so to see him was a real relief, and we hit it off, and he's just a ripping fella. But watching it back probably didn't capture all of that, but I think there was definitely some of it, and I've got a lot of positive feedback from people like yourself who enjoyed watching it. So
it's good because to be honest, I was the same as Harry. I didn't really watch much of it beforehand, but that year really got me. I've watched, I reckon, every episode. And to be honest, I haven't really watched this year's. It just hasn't, like, I tried to watch it at the beginning, but it just hasn't got that same feel to it.
There's no goals. They need to put goals in there every year, every season.
Although even like that, was it Ian?
Yeah, Ian.
He was a ripper. Like he was just.
He's awesome. A superstar, mate. I was talking to him this morning, actually. The great man. So he's one of the most unique people I've ever met. He's an absolute beauty.
He's a fucking gem. He's
mate,
a gem.
We'd love to have a chat with him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, mate.
Boys, get him on.
I've tried to slide into his DMs. He hasn't replied to me.
Oh, he's a bloody special person. He's a high roller. So good luck. You'll have to speak to his manager, I reckon.
That's it.
In terms of that whole Big Brother experience, what were like? So you talked about some of the negatives of like how they framed some of the show. What about like when we're actually in there? Were there any big sort of stories that came out?
Not as far as like controversial stuff or anything that happened in there.
Nah. Well, just like was there anything that they sort of made up with the filming that didn't really happen, or?
Oh no, definitely not. Like everything that you saw obviously happened. It was never scripted. We were never told. You know, what to do or what to say, but they definitely pieced bits and pieces together to suit the sort of narrative that they were trying to tell, which is fair. You know, at the end of the day, I signed up for a TV show, so they got to have bums on seats. That's what it's all about. I get it. But it annoyed me at times when they portrayed stuff a certain way, and it's like, oh, that wasn't the vibe that I had in there. Like, so, I get it. It clicked watching it back that, I signed up for a game show, but I signed up for a TV show, so that you can't forget that part of it. But but like everything that you saw, it did happen. It's just whether the vibe surrounding it was the same in there. I had a much more positive time in there than what it sort of seemed watching it back, is what I would say.
Okay. Because our first guest, we had Bryce Ruffin from Married at First Sight. Yeah. His answer was a lot different to yours about how the producers sort of made the narrative, I guess. I've heard a few stories that's a pretty toxic environment by the sounds of it. So
for sure. We touched on that a bit, but I mean, why did you, obviously correct me if I'm wrong, you're a Sparky. Yep. Why did you apply for Big Brother? Being a chippy, I'm just like, I just don't see myself going out there. I mean,
it would be cool.
It would be cool. I would love to do it, but it's a big step to take.
Yeah, truth be told, I actually applied for Survivor because I love Survivor. Like, and I've always wanted to just have a go at the challenges and the gameplay of it, and just to sort of test myself. And Endemol Shine produced Survivor, and they got onto me and said, "We love your application. We don't really have a spot for you on Survivor, that sort of field, but would you be keen on Big Brother?" And I was like, "No, like I'm fucking 30 years old. I've got a missus. Like, Big Brother was like 20-year-olds all sitting around a pool trying to shag each other." And they're like, "No, it's going to be." It's going to be very different, and it's going to be like they called it Survivor in a Warehouse, which is essentially what it was. So I was like, "Oh yeah, let's explore this." And then when they said, "Oh, you know, there's 250K on the line," that was my main motivating factor. I wanted to win some cashish, you know, like. But yeah, just to push myself and I guess put myself out of my comfort zone. That's sort of what life's about. So, and I'm bloody glad I did, to be honest.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, because like it does seem like out of like a lot of the contestants come out and saying it's one of the best experiences they've ever had. So it does seem pretty cool.
Yeah, something in that for sure.
It's something that you could never replicate it on the outside world. Not just the challenges and that, but just the mindset it puts you in. And like from day one, all your levels, like be it anxiety, excitement, adrenaline, everything, it was just at level 100 the whole time. Like when I finally came out of there, I was just exhausted for like a week. Like just sort of had been at this level and then come out and went boom, like got to the hotel, shut the door and was finally on my own and was like, holy shit, what just happened? So yeah, it's just that side of it is something you could never, ever replicate in real life.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be so full on trying to like just constantly interact with people. Just, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, you recommend us trying to get on there, mate? What do you reckon?
Do it, boys. Do it. Two blokes, no brains. Two blokes, no brain. You're perfect for it.
Speak first.
Because I'm not packing much, so I'm not packing much upstairs. So
mate, we wouldn't have any idea what's happening, you know, with the whole game and stuff. We'll just be there having fun.
Yeah. Your first challenge is coming up, boys. What? We got to do challenges. What's that?
What's going on here?
I'm just playing Marco Polo in the pool.
Where's the boys? They're in the pool again. Go and get them.
Let's go. I mean, we sort of you want to hit it with it.
Yeah. So like obviously watching through, you know, yours and Dan's relationship, you could tell that, you know, you had both a love for footy, correct? Both love footy.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Who's your favourite team?
Oh, you had to take it there, didn't you? North Melbourne.
Oh no.
Not a good time. Not a good time down at Kangaland, boys. Not a good time.
No, Kanga.
Kanga. Poo at the
moment. There's some glimpses there. You guys will be all right.
There is. Early doors, I was thinking, geez, what are we doing here, David Noble? But you can see what direction we're going in, and it does excite me. I'm not going early because we're a long way off still, but it does excite me. So good times are on the horizon, I hope.
Yeah, mate, that's good. And have you played much footy yourself?
Yeah, play just locally here in Broken Hill. There's a local comp, and been playing since I was 15. Started in 05, so. Just about on the scrap heap, just about cooked, but still enjoying it and still feel like I'm contributing. So as long as I feel that, I'll keep doing it and still have a good footy trip and a good footy piss up. So I've got to keep going.
That's what it's all for, isn't it?
Exactly.
What position do you reckon Matty is? I reckon he's in the guts.
Yeah, I reckon he's in the engine room.
Little bit of guts, mainly sort of half back though. But I'll just clarify that. I play half back, but manning up is for losers. So, yeah, I'd sort of shake hands at the start of the game and say, see you in a couple of hours, Shag. So, just sort of doing my own thing down there. But, yeah, a little bit of guts.
Yeah, a loose backman in a set mark.
Pretty much.
Just controlling the show.
Just do what I want.
That's good, mate. So, I mean, were there any major differences?
We sort of asked
that, yeah. I mean, do you reckon after this Big Brother experience, you'd go on another reality TV show?
I think I would, just because I always hark back to how much I enjoyed my time in the house itself. Like, I loved it, every second in there, like the highs, the lows, just like I said, everything was elevated, and just I really enjoyed that experience. So even though watching it back wasn't as good, I still can't forget how much fun I did have in there. So I definitely would do it again, but I'd approach it in a different mindset, I think, and just keep that in mind that I've applied for a TV show, not just the game show, which I sort of probably lost sight of a little bit. But yeah, I reckon I would, sure.
You got anything in your mindset where you want to go on?
Oh, don't tell the fiance. Probably The Bachelor.
Farmer no farmer.
No, I'd still love to have a go at Survivor. I'll probably cook my chances of getting on there now by doing Big Brother. But yeah, if it ever come up, I reckon I'd have a crack at it. I'd love it.
What about Ninja Warrior?
Oh, mate, God no! I've got the flexibility of a 74-year-old man, so and I've got arms like a T-Rex, so I wouldn't be able to reach or grab anything. So I'd be no good on that. Power to weight ratios up the shit house. So no Ninja Warrior for me.
All right, tell me, mate. How did you manage to get onto Think Tank?
Think Tank, yeah, that's there you go. Yeah, bit random, but I actually I was on the Chase as well a while back, and yeah, that's a little.
What haven't you done?
Little sneaky one there, but
I thought I did my research.
No, it's not, real well sort of known or broadcasted, but I'm not that switched on, but I remember a heap of random shit. Like shit just sticks in my brain. So, and I'd sit there in the afternoon and watch the Chase and rattle off a few answers, and Jess kept saying, "Why don't you apply?" I'm like, "No, I'm not going to apply." And then all of a sudden got a phone call one day from ITV Australia, and I think his name was Ben or something. "Hey, it's Ben from ITV Australia." I was like, "How you going, mate?" He goes, "Yeah, we got your application." I was like, "For what?" And he's like, "For the Chase." I was like, "Yeah, yep." And he goes, "Oh, you're right to have a chat tomorrow." I was like, "Yeah, no worries." And then hung up, and I was like, "Jess, what have you done?" And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "I've just had a phone call from ITV." So she's gone on and applied for the Chase on my behalf. Like, it was like a 50-question thing, and she's done the whole thing as if I was doing it. And I read it, and she pretty well nailed it. So yeah, went on the Chase. And yeah, did okay. Won a little bit of cash off them, which was good. And then ITV produced Think Tank, and they got a phone call from someone from ITV saying, "Would you like to be on a show?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, what can I win?" They're like, No, we don't want you as a contestant. We want you as a panelist." And I was like, "What?" And then, ended up, they flew me to Sydney and had an audition, and got a gig, and went back and forth from Sydney for about 6 months, hanging out with the great Paul McDermott, one of the funniest men I've ever met. So it was a lot of fun.
Mate, that's fucking awesome. I love that. I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's a pretty random old story, but here we are.
Yeah, it seems that everyone's just reaching out to you, mate. You're not even doing anything,
mate,
aren't you?
I think it's just a lot of shows have got a need for just, an idiot from the country. So I think that's the role that I'm feeling. The country
happy to play that narrative.
Yeah, I don't have to act. It's just me. So it works.
How'd you go with with all these shows and stuff and work? Did you obviously just get time off? Like, how did that all shape out?
Yeah, work have been really, really good. So I'm on a panel roster. I only really work 6 months of the year. I'll do 5 days, 5 off, 5 nights, 5 off. So that works well. So I take 5 days holiday. I get 2 weeks off essentially. But with Think Tank, I swapped a lot of shifts. My workmates were brilliant. So I'd be in Sydney from Monday to Friday, and then work the weekend for my mates, so they could work for me during the week. So that was a bit of a grind actually. It was a lot of fun, but I was cooked by the end of it. And then Big Brother, I went to my big boss because Endemol spoke to me. They're like, "You're in. We want you for Big Brother if you can get work off." And my boss he's a good fella, but he's notoriously a bit hot and cold. So I was like, "Okay, I'll see how I go. Like, I'll get back to you." I went in and saw him. I was like, "Oh, I need a bit of time off." He's like, "Yeah, how long?" I was like, "Could be a week, could be 6 weeks." Like, "What's it for?" I said, "I can't really say." And he's like, "Okay." I said, "But it could potentially be life-changing." And he's like, "You're going on Survivor." I said, "I can tell you, I'm not going on Survivor." And he's like, "Righto, no worries, done." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yep, done deal. I'll just keep filling out holidays till you get back." And I was like, "Okay." And then rang Endemol. I'm like, 5 minutes later, I said, "I'm in." They're like, "How'd that go?" I said, "Bloody good. Sign me up before he changes his mind." So
quickly.
Mate, that's the dream. Yeah, that's so good.
It works. Yeah, they've been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I can't fault them. Really thankful.
Have you always wanted to be a Sparky, like ever since you were younger, or how did that?
No, I really wanted to be a physiotherapist, but coming through year 12, physio was so popular. You actually needed a 98.5 UAI or whatever it's called now. And I could have been an astronaut with a 96. So I was sort of looking at getting into uni and sort of bridging into physio. But in the meantime, one of the local mine sites advertised for apprentices. So the old man sort of said, "Why don't you chuck your hat in the ring? You know, you never know." And I did. And yeah, I was lucky enough to get the gig, and then started making some cash and thought, stuff uni, this is all right. So yeah, and the rest is history. Still working now and sparking it up, and it's a pretty good gig. Like I said, I'm on a roster, and I really enjoy the blokes that are like their company that I work with, which makes it a lot easier. So yeah, it's pretty good gig, pretty hard to leave.
Yeah, I can relate to that. It sounds like a pretty similar story. I mean, having the choice to go to uni or not, but definitely wasn't aiming for that 98.
Oh, yeah, that was, Look, if I'm honest, I probably wanted to go to uni more for the college side of it than to get a degree. So,
absolutely.
Get on the terms for 4 years. And I think mum and dad were very well aware of that. That's why they steered me down the apprenticeship path.
Yes. All right. So we got one question from one of our fans.
Yeah. So we put out a little thing on Instagram to ask you any questions they wanted. And this was... This is probably the best one we got.
Best one we got. So you go. I'll go. Okay. So I just want to know from Todd Ford, how do you keep your head so nice and shiny?
Is 40 taking the piss out of me here or what?
Yes, he's taking the piss because this is coming from a mate who he's probably got 1 or 2 haircuts left.
Yeah, he's close.
40, if it's falling out, mate, less is more, brother. Get rid of it. Just accept your fate. I did mine on a Mad Monday after we won a premiership, blind drunk, and got my head shaved. So get rid of it, and it hasn't been back since. So that was when I was 22. So I went early doors, real early. But look, it's careful. It's not all beer and skittles. It's a lot of work. I shave my head every Friday. It's a bit of a ritual. Fridays is head shave day. We do the face, the head, the pellets, do the lot. So that's on Fridays, Todd. So then it's just you can't use soap on your head. You still got to use shampoo. People laugh when I say that. Okay. But if you use soap, it makes your head go like bloody fish scales. So still got to use shampoo.
I hope 40's got
a little bit of Oh, mate, there's a lot to it, and a little bit of matte moisturiser, MATTE. So otherwise, it shines like a bloody beacon. So that's the routine there, Todd. So
are they your sponsor, are they, mate? Matte moisturisers.
No, but if they're watching.
I love that. That's awesome.
I'm sure that 40 will he'd love that advice because
I'm bringing a razor to Mad Monday this year for sure. So.
Get rid of it.
Yeah,
get rid of it. Less is more.
When we say want to do haircuts, we really mean want to do haircuts.
Yeah, he's on his end.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. So that basically wraps up all our questions that we have for you. Thanks. That were bloody awesome answers, mate. But over what we like to do most weeks when we're having, a lot of fun with our potty and stuff, we do a little thing called TBMB Worldwide News, which is TBMB. It's obviously abbreviated for Two Blokes No Brains. In case you didn't put that together.
Got
it. And so basically what we do is we find like the probably the weirdest or strangest news happening around the world, but we don't tell each other before we say it. So obviously with the no brain aspect, we tell them and then we have to try to, respond to it as best as we can.
Yeah. And we'd love to get your opinion on the news articles as well. So
and so we got this little intro that we do. So we'll play that and then we'll get to the question.
All right.
Let's do it.
If you didn't know, we got that right from ABC's news on YouTube.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TBMB Worldwide News. Where else would you rather get your news source from?
All right. Well, do you want me to hit it with the first news, mate?
Yeah, mate. You take us off.
All right. Let me just get this up. So basically, the headline is man is roasted for his absurd Tinder bio. So in this man's bio, the 41-year-old lists his job as telling men what to do, with his interests being politics, surfing, outdoors, and activism. And basically, some of his pickup lines are, why would I want to associate with more of them on dating sites? You have to be an 8.5 or better. I've had sex with some of the most beautiful women in the world, so I kind of need something nice to keep my attention.
This is shocking. This is shocking.
And so this man has racked up a lot of attention, racking up more than 11,000 votes on the Reddit and 12,000 comments.
Wowee.
So this bloke has somehow, and his photo is something different. Topless in undies, basically.
Has it got his head in it? I bet his head's not in it.
It's blurred. It's blurred. So, mate, basically, this man's gathering a lot of attention now. What have you got to say to this bloke if you had the chance to?
Well, I'm actually spilling with you blokes, so you're going to get me in trouble with the boss that you've just outed me on. That's my Tinder profile. I mean, big brother. No. I don't know this fella's name. I'm not on Tinder. But, mate, you are a flog.
Yeah.
Like, you've got to have standards, but anyone that says you've got to be 8.5 and above, that tells me they've never had anything better than about a 1.5. So don't pretend that you're Prince Charming, Shag.
That is shocking.
This is heavy flog vibes here, but it's worked. He's got himself out there. Everyone's talking about him. So.
Yeah, I guess any publicity is good publicity, hey?
That's what they say, but yeah, geez. And I'll tell you what else, massive red flag. If you don't have your face in your profile picture, big red flag. Big red flag.
Something's going on there. Something is going on there.
Yeah, that's a strange, interesting setup there. But it's a bit of a unit, I'd imagine.
Pull his head in. I reckon. Pull his head in.
For him to make the Lad Bible news, though, must have been pretty special.
Oh, mate, that's probably his goal, I reckon.
That's probably, I was about to say, that'd be the highlight of this vlog's life. So.
All right, Jacob, you want to hit yours, mate?
Mate, this is hard-hitting news, okay?
I like this. This is a good segment.
Girl meets seagull at New Jersey amusement park and gets smacked in the face. So a 13-year-old girl has got more than a thrill when riding on the ride. She got the shock of her life as a seagull flies right into her face.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that's
so
fantastic.
pretty much.
I really want to. Is there footage of that? I'd love to see that.
I'm pretty sure there is, but I haven't. There's an ad playing currently.
That's all right. I'll be looking that sucker up.
Yeah,
we'll forward it on to you.
If I can just get it up here. But imagine going on the roller coaster and just finding.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if we can see that.
You can't. It's probably a bit hard to see for our viewers as well.
It's on a.
Yeah, it's on her face.
Oh wow! It's bad enough when seagull shits on you, let alone. I would shit my pants. I don't like roller coasters and that as it is, so that would be just a double whammy there. That's a big no from me.
She could come out with some facial fractures, I reckon.
Yeah, she's probably like she's getting a busted nose. That's so maybe wear a helmet when you next time, love.
Oh no, that's probably that is one of my top 10 fears. I reckon just a bird flying into their face. Knowingly. Yeah.
I don't dislike birds, but I don't want to get smacked in the face with one like that. Yeah. So no. But I have a question about seagulls. Have you ever seen a baby seagull?
No. You've never seen...
No, or a baby pigeon.
Yeah, no. Mate, fancy you say this because
you're saying
we also do a conspiracy theory segment, and this is one of Jacob's. Do you want to hit Matt with the conspiracy theory that we had?
Yeah. So just to back this up, that there's no baby pigeons or seagulls.
Nope.
I reckon COVID-19 was a hoax by the government, so they could go out and change all the batteries in the pigeons.
What are we talking? Robot pigeons?
Yeah. They have cameras in them. They're just like watching
spying us.
Yeah.
Well, where do they hang out? At every frigging monument around the world.
Yeah.
Wherever people gather, there's fucking pigeons.
Yeah.
Mate,
I don't know.
You can train them to come back to your house. How the fuck do you do that? You could be onto something here. This is, and you've never seen a baby one or a baby seagull. All you see is the poxy adult ones that come and get a chip off you so they can get a closer look so the government knows who you are.
Oh, he solved the case.
Mate, We've got another one.
We're gonna get locked up after this, boys.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put down my blinds.
Mate, no more TV shows for you, mate. You're done.
No. I'll be in the big house.
It's actually like it is the 11th wonder of the world.
Yeah, it is.
Baby pigeons. Where are they?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that was awesome.
That was well, mate, you definitely react to the worldwide news better than we do. So yeah. We love that. And this next segment, we know you'd love because we did notice a few on Big Brother. It's our dad joke segment.
Yeah.
And so we know you're a sucker for dad jokes. All right.
Love them. I'm very poor humour is how I would describe my
yeah, I'll second. Same. I'll put my hand up. So we pretty much just going to run out a few, say a few dad jokes to each other and try and keep a serious face. Let's not try and
try not to laugh.
But I know it's going to be hard to.
I'm fucked already.
Let's
go.
All right, you go first.
All right. So, Matt, I've actually been reading a book about anti-gravity, but it's impossible to put down. Matt didn't laugh.
No.
Oh. Yes, we got him.
Oh, yes.
That's so shit.
It's so bad.
So shit, but so good. All right, Jacob.
It is.
Oh, all right. Whew. All right, here's one for you. Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
That's dreadful. That is dreadful.
Jacob usually has better ones than that. But, I mean, sorry. You have worse ones than that. That's probably your best one.
That's probably my best one yet.
Yeah. Not bad. I don't mind that.
So we've got one more each. How many? Do you have a few in mind, or you got one?
Oh, I've got one. I could probably rattle two off.
Yeah. All right.
I'll do two.
Yeah. Or do you want us to finish with you? Do you want to finish with the good ones?
No, that's all right. I'll leave me good one to last.
Yeah.
Did you see the creator of Fairy Bread passed away?
No.
They reckon there'll be hundreds and thousands at his funeral.
Oh. That is fun. Oh no! Mate, I wonder what the good one's going to be now.
Oh, you just stole our thunder.
Yeah, I have never heard.
Do I pinch one of yours?
No. You've done well.
All right,
that's a fucking pisser. It's a pisser.
All right, here's my second one. I'm pretty happy with this one's pretty funny actually.
Okay.
So, my wife asked me to stop singing Wonderwall. I said maybe.
As soon as you said that, I was like, I know. Okay, and I'm still fucking laughing. This is so far up my alley. It's not funny, boys. Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
all right. Jake, have you got yours?
Yeah, mate. All right. Okay. So, how does a taco say grace? Let us pray.
What? Japs.
That's terrible.
That's probably the worst one yet.
That's got to be
that covered. That's a what boom.
Yeah. All right, here's the big one we've all been waiting for.
Here it is.
Oh, geez, I hope it's all right. So two dyslexic blokes drove into the petrol station, and one said, "Oh, can you smell petrol?" His mate said, "Piss off, mate. I can't even smell my own name." Sorry if anyone's dyslexic.
Yeah.
Listening or watching. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Is that your go-to, mate, at the pub?
That's me go-to. Yeah. If anyone says you got a joke, that's it.
Oh gosh, that's good. Can I take that one on board?
Take it, boys. It's yours. Go do what you will with it.
I'll take the 100.
Mate, we'll reference you though. We'll reference you.
Yeah.
Take it, boys.
Oh, mate, that's awesome.
Well, mate, that basically just wraps up our potty. We like to keep them pretty short and sweet, but just jam packed with lots of fun.
Yeah. I hope you've had
That's
fun,
what it's all about. I have. Thank you. I've been laughing through the whole thing, so thank you.
Laughing at us or with us?
At ya.
So mate, just to wrap up, have you got anything coming up, future plans or anything, or just keeping it pretty relaxed?
Oh, not really, boys, to be honest. And I mean, everyone's sort of in the same boat. It's hard to sort of make plans at the moment, just with the genuine shit show that we're in at the moment with COVID. So, but no, nothing really on the horizon, but you never know. I've always said I'll give anything a go once. So watch this space and we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
mate,
good, man.
Love that.
Love that energy. That's good. That's great. Anything you want to shout out? I don't know. Any person, anyone you want to?
Yeah, if there's any facial or head moisturising companies tuning in, jump into me DMs and let's workshop something. No shout outs, just
As soon as this potty's released, I'm sure they'll be coming at you because a massive listener base will probably be jumping at the bits.
Like I said, we're just taking the world by storm, one potty at a time. So I mean, it's just
if we can get onto Elon Musk's Twitter feed, we're laughing, boys. I don't know how we're going to do it, but if we do, we're laughing.
Mate,
Absolutely.
only time will tell, I reckon.
Mate, it's only now.
Not if the government snatches us up, though.
That's it.
Actually, we're going nowhere. We're on the porridge diet for the next couple of months, boys. Bread and water for us.
All right.
But mate, we could not thank you enough.
Yeah, mate, it's been awesome. Absolutely unreal chat with us. Spin a yarn, have a little chuckle. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good, boys. This is I've done a couple of little podcasts, but this is definitely one of the funnest ones I've done. So thanks for the laughs. Cracking fellas. Yeah, big tick from MG.
We got the tick.
Thanks, mate.
I'm still filthy that you brought me Tinder profile up. I'm filthy about that.
Mate, we'll share it on our page and we'll expose you.
No, thank you very much, boys. Thanks for having me. It's
thanks, mate.
A nice little way to finish today. So thank you.
Yeah,
awesome,
mate. Have a great weekend. And mate, if we're ever in Broken Hill, we'll come for a beer and some more dad jokes.
First one's on me, boys. Go Kangas.
Yeah.
Roo.
Cheers, fellas.